Just a day before Ukraine and Russia were expected to sit down for peace talks, Ukraine's security service claimed responsibility for what might be their boldest move yet, a large-scale drone strike reportedly damaging at least 40 Russian military bombers, some capable of carrying nuclear weapons. Just yesterday, I found myself wondering why this war in Ukraine has dragged on for so long. Why hasn't the US or the EU pushed harder to end it? And then, suddenly, this. Ukraine launched dozens of drones deep into Russian territory, targeting multiple airbases. The timing was no coincidence. It came right before a scheduled meeting between Ukrainian and Russian leaders in Istanbul, part of US-backed ceasefire discussions. Ukrainian sources say the operation was called Spider's Web. It took over a year and a half to plan and was personally overseen by President Zelensky. The mission was executed by the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, using FPV, first-person view, drones to hit 41 aircraft at 4 major airfields, thousands of kilometers from Ukraine. According to Zelensky, 117 drones were launched from inside Russian territory. Ukraine had smuggled them in, hidden within mobile wooden cabins transported by trucks. At the time of the attack, the cabin roofs were remotely opened, allowing the drones to take off. Russia, as it demonstrated during World War II, has been the master chief of disasters. They are masters at committing bungling intelligence mistakes. So many trucks, containing explosive-laden drones, traveled thousands of miles inside Russia and the FSB couldn't sense anything. I wouldn't be surprised if someone high up in Russian intelligence is facing serious consequences right now. The affected airfields include Belaya Airbase in Siberia's Irkutsk region, more than 2,500 miles from Ukraine, as well as locations in Murmansk, within the Arctic Circle, Ryazan, southeast of Moscow, and Ivanovo, northeast of the capital. Ukraine claims that about 34% of Russia's fleet of air missile carriers were impacted, with damages worth an estimated $7 billion. At the same time, Ukraine's Air Force reported that Russia had launched 472 drones, the largest aerial attack since the full-scale invasion began in 2022, along with 7 missiles. Ukraine confirmed that one of its training sites was hit, leading to the loss of multiple soldiers. In other coordinated attacks, Ukraine also targeted infrastructure in western Russia, collapsing to bridges and causing trains to derail. One of the bridges reportedly fell on top of a passenger train in the Bryansk region. Another train derailed in nearby Kursk, when a bridge beneath it gave way. Zelensky announced that a Ukrainian delegation led by Defense Minister Rustem Umerov would head to Istanbul for talks. He said their goal is a full ceasefire and the return of prisoners and abducted civilians, stressing the need to defend Ukraine's independence and its people. But from what I see, Zelensky doesn't seem entirely committed to real peace, or maybe he believes the only path forward is forcing Russia to meet Ukraine's terms. It also makes me wonder if the continued flow of Western support, financially and militarily, is influencing these decisions. Meanwhile, Russian media reported their delegation was also traveling to Istanbul. Ukraine had asked Moscow to present a memorandum outlining its peace proposal before the meeting. Russia responded that it would bring that document to the table. Among the aircraft hit in Ukraine's operation were key components of Russia's long-range strategic bomber force, Tu-95 Bear bombers, Tu-22 backfire fast attack aircraft, and AE-50 mainstay command and control planes. Videos circulating online appear to show several of these bombers burning at one of the targeted bases. Other footage shows drones launching from parked trucks near the airfields. These are Ukrainian actions that will be written about in history books, one official said. Zelensky's chief of staff even posted a cryptic spider web emoji on X, hinting at the operation. Reports say the U.S. wasn't informed in advance. President Trump has called on both sides to work toward a negotiated end to the war. But in my opinion, this strike might actually set peace talks back. I believe there's a real possibility that Russia will retaliate harshly, and yes, I do worry that things could escalate even further, possibly even toward nuclear threats. It's a dangerous game being played here, and from where I stand, the path ahead looks anything but peaceful.